Hi, Abe.
Boker Tov, Mario. How are you?
Good evening. Yes, very good. Thank you. How are you?
Good morning.
Your sound is not so good. Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Baruch Hashem, good.
Hello, Maria. Hi. How's Eretz Yisrael? Hello?
He's muted.
Abe, how are you? Oh, he disappeared.
No, yes, yeah, bad connection. Hi, Walter. How are you?
I'm good, as you can see, thank God.
I can see your eyes. Somebody hit you really bad.
Yeah, that's true. What can I do?
But you have to say you should see the other guy.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Thank God.
Look at my eye here.
Oh, yeah. What did you have done?
The injection. I get one every 8 weeks, but this time he gave it to me in the front, not on the side.
Oh, my God.
It's so really...
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, but by me, what the thing was like, that was a 2-hour operation. So it's a long
2 hours, yours? Wow.
Mine was 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, and I can see, but I have a problem seeing a little bit because I have much more light in my eye.
And they didn't fix your neck?
My neck still, the gels are still there, Mario. You can just see them now, like yours. You know. Listen, you can just do so much on a facelift, you know.
Yes, that's true. But you look good. You look good.
Yeah. You know what look good means? You're an older kaka, but can you switch off the recorder, please?
Can you see better? Can you see better?
Can you switch off the recorder, please? And then you'll switch it on later.
Can you see better?
Oh, Ernest is here.
Shalom Aleichem. Kuf Samech Tes 169. Reb Shimon Gamliel Oimer. Afshtari Mekachu Memkar Ein Koisvin. We don't write 2 storos either, even if it's not for a loan, just to document the sale. Maybe what will happen is the buyer will return the document to the seller. And in his mind, he's going back on the deal. But if the buyer has another star, he could return it again, not according to the din. As a star. You give a gift to somebody, and somebody who got the gift returns the star, chazar matanoso. It's viewed as the matana is given back. No, matanoso kayemet. Has nothing to do with giving the star. Amar Mar. Now let's analyze this a little bit more. Somebody claims that he lost a star. We're talking about that documents the sale of a certain item. So you can write another star, but when you write the new star, chutz ma'achrayis shabo, you can't say that it's written with a guarantee that if it had this land that was sold had previously been owned to somebody else, because there was a lien on it, you can't make the guy whole if your creditor comes to take that piece of land away from the guy. Now, my time, why not? Amar of Safra. We have this rule that with achrayas, to have a star with achrayas, where if your creditor comes and takes away the property because you don't have money to pay him off, and there was a piece of land that was the security for the loan, and you sold it to somebody else, they can go to the person you sold it to and take it away from them. Now, If it's with achrayus, that's a guarantee. I would have to make that guy whole if my creditor takes it away from him. But you can't write two shtaros on one piece of land that has achrayus, because it could lead to a conspiracy. Dilma ozel balchoy, the creditor of the guy who sold the land, tarif leilahai, goes to the seller of the piece of land and says, give me my own money that you owe me $1,000. He said, I don't have $1,000. Okay, give me my piece of land that the $1,000 was secured by. And you say, no, I sold it to Shimon. So the Balchov has the right to go to Shimon because the loan was with achrayus. So the Balchov can go to Shimon, take the piece of land away from him.
So Ernie, if the buyer lost the star, it doesn't pay him to get
No, we're
a-
not talking about a loss or star. The buyer has sold
Yeah, no, but my
field
question from
the seller has sold a field to a buyer. The buyer has a star, as like a deed of trust.
Yeah.
He bought it.
But when he loses it, it doesn't pay him to get a copy because he will not have a client, right?
So we're saying you're not allowed to write two staros
I understand.
with a guarantee. Only one. You can write
Yeah.
one with a guarantee, but not two.
Okay.
Now,
So-
the Gemara is not explaining why. We haven't explained why yet. I'm in the midst of explaining what the problem is. It can lead to theft. How so? I'm walking us through it, right? I started off, Ruvain owes $1,000 to Levi. Levi comes to Ruvain, give me back my $1,000. Ruvain says, I don't have any money. So Levi says, but there was a security on a piece of land. Give me my land. So Reuben said, I sold it to Shimon. So go ahead. And now Levi comes, the Ozal Hayu Mafik Chad V'Torf. He goes and takes the piece of property away. And now he has a sale document that was given to him with achrayus. Okay? It was given to him with guarantee. So he can go back. Shimon, whose land has been taken away by Levi, Shimon paid $1,000 for a piece of land. So Shimon has been guaranteed, he can go back to Ruvain and get his money back with one star. Malakuchos. But Shimon is going to be smart. He's going to say to the creditor, Shufli the ikam bavahadar the tarfin. Let me stay in the piece of land. Don't take my piece of land. So that way you'll be able to come and do it again. And then I'll pull out a second star that has a Christ. I'll be able to collect twice from him. Mafik achrina, v'adar azul tarf l'kuchas achrini. They can keep on doing this trick to multiple people. That's why you can only write one star with a Christ. So the Gemara says, how could that work? Even the Karina l'shtar de Malva. Now, when the Reuven who owed the money there was a document that documented the loan, and then when Levi, who was the one who funded the loan, takes the land for payment from Shimon to pay back the loan, so they tear up the star. But my heart of a Torifle. With what document is he going to come a second time to take more money from somebody else that you're worried about? They've torn up the document. So there's two staros we're talking about here. There's a star halva. There's a star that documents the loan that was made between Levi and Reuven. And then there's a star, the deed of trust, that documents the sale of the piece of land from Reuven to Shimon. The Gemara is saying it's not going to be a conspiracy thing because the original document, the loan document, had been torn up. The chitema, maybe you'll tell me Shalok Karana, they didn't tear it. Vam Rav Nachman called Tirfa de Lokasav Bekrena L'Shtar de Malva. When somebody goes and takes a piece of land away from somebody, they have to write. And we tore up the original star. Otherwise, lav tirfa. Otherwise, we don't let Levi go and get that piece of land from Shimon. Similarly, kol adrachta. Adrachta is a document that Bezdin drafts that a lender can go and take property away from the borrower. But it's got to say shlo ksiv be karina latirfa. We tore up the star afterwards. And if you don't write that, lav adrachtahu. And kol shuma, a document that values certain assets, shlo kosiv be karina ladrachta, that we tore up the document that allowed the creditor to go into somebody's property and take something that's worth a certain amount of money, it's lav shumuhu. So once the original lender was able to get paid back by taking a piece of land, so the original star was torn up. How is he going to collect on another place to another person? Lo tzricha, the conspiracy is like this. It's not a regular balchov. He's somebody who's claiming that something was stolen from him. Where the Kosim and Koach Avosa, he brings Eidim that this field belonged to his fathers, and then he inherited it. And therefore, based on that, if he can bring Eidim, even though the star isn't there, he could do it a number of times. Part of this conspiracy was Shimon would tell the Mava, don't take the land so quickly, let me stay here for a while. What do you mean? Tepuk lei, the kivin to naka trei stari, if he's holding on to two stars, tarif other tarif, he takes it away from one buyer, he takes it away from another buyer. But then he has to come to Beis Din with multiple people who bought land, that he took it away from them, and he's afraid that the trickery will be revealed. If he waits time and does it with Eidim as opposed to a star, it's safer for him. The Gemara continues analyzing this conspiracy. We only write one sale document. The other ones can be written, but without achrayas. V'lichtav la'ishtar ma'alya. What do you mean? Let him write a star with achrayas, but v'lichtav tav v'lemoicher. But let there be a receipt. Kol shtar divkin al ara dopsulin. Any other stars that appear to try to collect this land are going to be puzzled, bar min defik bismanaduk, except for the star with such and such date. Then you can't come back and collect it again. Why don't we do that? Is the reason that the Gemara didn't come up with that mechanism because in general we hold that we don't write receipts? No, but alma koisrin shover. In general, we will write receipts, a kabbalah, a receipt that it was paid off. How come here hachainu time that not? The guy who bought the land from Shimon, Reuven's creditor will come and take it away from Shimon. Now, maybe people bought the land afterwards. If he has a star with achrayas, he can take it from those people who bought the land afterwards. And shoiver gabi lekuchos leka. These subsequent buyers of this people's property don't have a shoiver. The shoiver is with the seller, and they may not know about it. So, but the Gemara asks, so if sof lekuchos lav amida arahadri. They don't go to collect to the original seller. Or if they go back to the original seller, he will produce the shoiver. So what's wrong with writing the shoiver? Because because in the meantime, before the land is taken away from him, he's eaten payros from the land. Or Yinami, Lilokech Shlo Bachrayas. Maybe a purchaser bought it without a guarantee, so then he won't go back to the market, and it won't be revealed that there was a shoiver written. So Iachi, that we don't rely on a shoiver, shtar halva nami. What about a regular shtar halva? When you make a loan and the lender claims he lost the shtar, why there do we write a shoiver? We're concerned that the mother will pull it out again and collect a double time. Hasam dezuzi masik. A loan is trying to collect money. Amri paises bal choy bezuzi. So they'll say the guy, all he has to do is pay back money. So they delay in letting the original lender come and take the land away from them. But hachadara masik, when you're selling a piece of land, he bought a piece of land. So he wants land because he's not interested in cash. Maybe yori demand masikar bezuzi lamafais. It's not going to be made calmer because he wants land. He's not interested in being delayed with money. Amar Mar. You can write a second document, but chutz min achrayus shabo. But you can't write the second document with guarantee. Heichi kasvina. So what do we write? Amar Rav Nachman the kasvi hachi. Shtara dinan, this star, shalol migvi bay. It's not to collect. Lolo mishabdi, not land that is a shibud for a loan. V'lo b'bnei chayri, and not metaltalin. It's a deed of trust to show that this is my property. But it's not, I cannot use it to collect anything else from somebody. He needs proof, a deed of trust. So the moicher can't say, oh, this is my piece of property. No, here's a deed of trust, but I can't use it to collect from somebody. And Amar Rav from Zoysu Meres, Achrayus is Toy Sofer. That if a guarantee is left out of a star, we don't say it was left out on purpose. We say that the Sofer made a mistake, but really it's there. Time of the cause of Lehachi. Because we see, we are makbid that you have to write clearly that there's no achrayas. Haloi cause of Lehachi, Gabi. So, because if you didn't write that, we assume there's achrayas there, and he would be able to use that star to collect from other people. But Rav Ashi disagrees. Rav Ashi Amar achrayas lav toy sofer. If achrayas, if it's written, it's there. And if it's absent on purpose. If it's not, doesn't mention achrayas, we can't assume that there's achrayas. So what does it mean in my chutz machrayas shabo? The lo kosev be'achrayas. He didn't write one of the preambles dealing with the guarantee. A woman gave him money to a certain man to buy her a piece of land. Also, Zavin law shelo b'achrayas. He bought the land for her without a guarantee. And perhaps somebody came and took the land away, and now the woman is left stuck without recourse to go back to the person who sold her the land that was taken away from that guy. He had a creditor and took it away from her. Also, Kabbalah Rav Nachman. Amar Lei, the woman said to him that when I appoint a shaliach to do something for me, a shaliach is supposed to do good for me, not bad for me. And he did bad. So he didn't do the shlichus. So zil zavdemine. So Rav Yirmiyah said, go buy the piece of land from the seller, shelo b'achrayus, v'hadar zavdemiyah, and then sell this woman the land b'achrayus. So if the creditor of the seller of the land comes to try to collect, he will end up losing because you'll have to make good what you did for the woman. Rav Shira Gamliel Oimer, Hanois matan l'chavero. Person gave a gift with a document, and the guy who received the gift, extra loser star, gave back the star. Chazar matanoso. That means he doesn't want the gift. The chachamim, just because he gave back the star, matanoso kayemes. So my time of Rav Shimon Gamliel, Ravasi, nasa ka'omer lo. It's as if he said at the time of the giving of the gift, you know, as long as you have the star, it's a good matana. If you don't have the star, it's not a matana. But maski flo rabba, iachi, nignav avad, nami. If the star was stolen or lost, would we say as well that the matana goes away? And Omer Rabba, really, Rav Shimon Gamliel and Chachamim are arguing, but when you hand over a star and the rights of that star, is it just I give it over to somebody with Masira, just by handing it over, everything gets handed over? Or do you need a Maisa Kinyan? Rav Shimon Gamliel Sovar Oisius Niknas B'Masira. As long as I give it over, that's done. Since I give it back, it's also Masira. And each side are koine. But Rabbanon Savi Ein Oisius Niknas B'Masira. You need another Maisa besides giving it over. So therefore, that proves whoever's holding on to the star doesn't prove anything. Tarabon. Habal lidan b'shtar v'chazaka. People are coming. Somebody has a piece of property, and people are coming and saying, "No, that's not his property." And the guy who has the property has a deed of trust, and he has eidim that he worked the land for 3 years. Nidin b'shtar. So since he has the star, we say, yes, it's his piece of property. Divrei Rebbe. Rav Shimon Gamliel Omer, no b'chazaka. The stronger proof is the eidim that say that he ate for 3 years in the field. What really is the machlokas between Rebbe and Rav Shimon Gamliel? B'mai kamifuki. Kiyatz Rav Dimi Omar. This issue, b'oisius nikas b'masir kamifuki. The seller gave over the star. That's how he acquired it, with the star. But Rav Shimon Gamliel Sover ain't oisius niknas b'masir. You need another active kinyan, for example, working the field for 3 years. That's more important. Okay, we'll stop here. So tomorrow, the problem is I have it. Can we meet it? Is 2:30 okay?
I can't, but it's okay. I'll record it.
You
Yeah,
want to
but-
do it is 3:30 okay?
Yeah, is it a long lot? No.
No,
Yeah.
but let's do 3:30. Okay?
Okay, 3:30.
3:30.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Good Shabbos, everybody.
Right, Shabbos.